Bigfoot rumors rise near Bowlam Creek, by Janine Kelso, Regional Affairs Correspondent. In the thick of the Mount Shasta foothills just west of Bowlam Creek, a pair of forestry contractors report a night of unexplained terror, and the clearest sounds yet suggesting something large and vocal may dwell in those woods.
About 100 feet forward, my body stopped moving. I couldn't go any farther, not because I was scared, but because I physically couldn't. It was like I hit an invisible wall. I turned to look for Martin, and he had stopped too. As the fog cleared, the figure was still there, just standing and watching, and then it was gone. Just like that, into the fog. The whole thing couldn't have lasted more than 2 minutes, but it's burned into my memory like it happened yesterday. At first, he thought it was a bear, big and dark. But then he kept watching. Whatever it wasn't moving like a bear. It was walking upright. He watched it for 3 or 4 minutes as it made its way along the ridgeline. It wasn't stumbling or hunching over like a bear might if it stood on its hind legs. It was walking purposefully, stride after stride, like a man, but bigger, smoother. The summer sun filtered through the dense canopy of trees as I guided my horse along a well-worn path in the Rattlesnake Wilderness, just outside Missoula, Montana. I was only 10 or 11 years old at the time, but I knew these trails like the back of my hand. The woods were peaceful, the rhythmic clip-clop of my horse's hooves the only sound breaking the quiet stillness of the afternoon. Birds flitted between the trees, and the scent of pine and damp earth filled the air. I wasn't expecting anything out of the ordinary that day, but sometimes the wilderness holds secrets you're never quite prepared to see. As we entered a small meadow, my horse froze, his ears pricked forward, muscles tensed beneath me, and his breathing quickened. Something was wrong. I followed his gaze toward the tree line ahead, and then I saw it. 10 feet away, peeking from behind the trunk of a massive tree, was a figure unlike anything I had ever seen before. It stood taller than any person I had ever met, at least 7 feet or more, with broad shoulders and a body covered in thick, dark hair. It didn't move. It didn't make a sound. It just stared at me. The face, though partially obscured, was more human than animal, but the proportions were all wrong. The sheer size and presence of it sent a chill down my spine. For what felt like an eternity, we just stared at each other. I could feel my horse trembling beneath me, his instincts screaming to run. Slowly, carefully, I turned him around, never taking my eyes off the figure behind the tree. Then without warning, I kicked my horse into a full gallop, tearing through the meadow and back toward home. I didn't stop, I didn't look back. Only when I reached the safety of my house did I let out the breath I had been holding.